Welcome again to another edition of my new YouTube channel. Thanks for all my subscribers, thanks for all the likes, thanks for all the comments. So guys, in today's video, I'll be sharing a few stories that I came across recently. I think two of them are from the Jamaica Gleaner. The first one that I'll be looking at is a teacher from Immaculate Conception School in Jamaica. He has been charged for indecent conduct with a 14-year-old pupil. Now, Immaculate Conception High School, it's a girls' school in Jamaica. It's one of those schools that's in the top end. Like, it's in the top 10 of schools that you would want your children to attend. Now, as a person in authority, you're in a position of power, and it doesn't matter how someone who is underage, someone that you're meant to be protecting, someone who you're meant to be responsible for. Because when parents send their kids to school, the children are in the hands of the teachers, the adults that are in that institution. So when an adult is gonna violate a child that he's supposed to be looking for, the internet is bringing out so much, and I'm happy that we're learning about all these stories. These stories are coming up in the headline quite a lot, and it will give us something. Okay, let's dive into the article and see what it has to say. Let's go. So, according to the Jamaica Gleaner, a male teacher at Immaculate Conception High School in St. Andrew was arrested today as part of an investigation into allegations of sexual activities with a student at the all-girls institution. The Gleaner understands that the investigation is at a delicate stage. However, investigators assigned to the Police Center for Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child abuse swooped down on the school today during a prize giving and made the arrest. So can you imagine? They actually made the arrest at a prize giving ceremony that was being held. So in front of everyone, that man was arrested, which I agree with that 100%, because I cannot understand how a man, you're put into a position of power and you have now decided to abuse that position of power. You're in authority. It doesn't matter. A lot of persons might say, oh, these young girls nowadays, they like to they move too fast, or they like to throw themselves at people, and people will come up with a lot of different stories as to justify what took place. But it doesn't matter what amount of stories whoever will come up with. It doesn't go away from the fact that it's an adult who is in power, who should have known better, who is expected to know better. You're in an all-girls school. You should be aware of what young teenagers are like, boys or girls, but in this case we're talking about girls because it's an all-girl institution. So you should have an idea of what teenagers are like. So you know the position that you hold. You're in that position because You have studied to a certain extent, and you are intelligent to a certain degree to know what is right and what is wrong. How could you, guys? I'm gonna put some of the comments in so you hear what some of the people are saying about this situation, because this is just ridiculous. It is ridiculous, really. It's shameful. It's horrible. It's like our kids are not safe. You send your kids to school to be protected by the authority of the school, but no, this is what you end up with. Can you imagine? So let's get into it. This person says, why they have male, they meant to have said they, why they have male teachers and workers at an all-girls school. Someone replied to him and say, why not? And not all male teachers are pedo, you know. And that is right. Why should male teachers be employed at an all-girls school? It should matter what gender the teacher is. You're there to teach and to protect the kids. Let's get into the other comments. Another person has said, if the teacher is indeed guilty, he should face the consequences. Fellas, enough woman there road, leave the kids them alone. Another person says, I hope they have actual evidence and didn't just ruin a man's life because of allegations. There have been at least 3 cases this year where girls lied on teachers they had a crush on. And it's only at the trial stage they realize how inadequate the evidence was in the first place. Well, this person has a point. I'm not going to say what he's saying is not right, but let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. At least the law comes in. So if he's innocent, then they will know what to do. But if he's guilty, well, he should get the full hand of the law. But let's see how this one plays out in the court. And I hope it's not as this previous commenter is alluring to. Another person says, if I was a man, I'd never work in an all-girls school. I went to one, and if you see how the girls throw themselves at the men and behave way too comfortable, if you aren't strong, they will get to your head. So I think this commenter, she's responding to another person that says, how the girls will throw themselves at the men. So she's saying, this comment speaks volume of your character. How dare you insinuate that literal children are to be blamed? What do you even mean it will get to your head? Unless you're a pedo, the behaviors of teenagers should not arouse you, let alone be acted on. Shame on you. And that's right. Like I could not agree with this person anymore. Let's read a few more comments and then we move on. So this person says no more male teachers will be working at that institution. Well, I'm not too sure about that because I'm not in agreement with that one. This other person says, I saw with these female students with their devilish demand, really? Some of them, it is really tough on these male teachers, but they must fight the temptation and run like Joseph. Mercy, Father God, this is trouble. Like, what do you mean they're devilish? With their devilish demand. Some of them, it really... How can it be tough on the men? They should be refrained from doing those things. I'm not going to have any sympathy for the men. They knew the type of job they were signing up for. They knew the type of people they would be coming in contact with. They know their roles and their responsibilities. So there is no way you're going to say, it's really tough on these male teachers. That's just rubbish. Another person said, at an award ceremony, is ultra embarrassing. Serves him right, because that's absolutely terrible. This person says, from what she's heard, there's a very known former Immaculate High School teacher that they should be seeking to arrest as well. So this thing seems like it's prolific, and a lot of people seem to be getting away with these kind of things. But I am glad that the law is taking these things seriously, because a lot of times you hear of these things and you don't hear anything come out of it. So I am really glad that it has, I'm happy that these things are getting the light shone upon them, which should be. In the next clip that I'm going to be sharing with you, it's a follow-up to this one. So let's listen. So according to this article, the father has spoken after the teacher of Immaculate High School was charged with indecent conduct with a minor. So let's get into the article and see what it has to say. According to the Jamaica Gleaner, a nude photo mistakenly sent to her mother in October was how the parents of an Immaculate Conception High School student say they found out that a male teacher at the all-girls institution was allegedly sexually involved with their 14-year-old daughter. The teacher was arrested on Wednesday by investigators assigned to the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Center for the investigation of sexual offenses and child abuse. So guys, according to this article, the child mistakenly sent a nude photo to her parents' phone, I think her mom's phone, instead of the teacher. So she wanted to send the picture to the teacher's phone, but she sent it to her parents' phone instead. So that was how the parent knew what was going on. I tell you, this man has gotten into this little girl's head. Like, he has gotten into her head, and I'm sure he's the one asking her to send him all these kind of photos. God, he knows what he's doing with the child's photos. And, it's just the heights of manipulation. That is just the heights of manipulation. Let us hear what some people are saying in the comments in regards to this, because this is just shocking, and it's like every turn we turn, there's another story of a male who is we see male who are doing indecent acts on children, and we're seeing it coming out more and more and more. And that is why you will keep hearing me saying men need to hold each other accountable. When they're in their friend groups and they hear certain kind of talk, man, no, we just laugh off certain talk and say a bar chat or something, because some of these talks are really inappropriate, and they need to nip these things in the bud so that people know that these things need to be stopped. We cannot continue to behave like this as a society, because these kind of behavior cause the society to be dysfunctional. A lot of people will grow up with a lot of mental issues that they don't even know why they're behaving in certain ways, because a lot of these people haven't got counseling with some of the childhood trauma that they have faced. So it is just things like these just ruins a community. Let's hear what some of the people in the comments are saying. This person says, big dirty waste man. Quite right. Another person says, why are Jamaican males working at an all-girls school? Now, why should that be an issue that males are working at an all-girls school? That should not be the issue. That it shouldn't matter what gender the person of authority is in. So I don't even know. What's that meant to be? What do you mean by that? So according to these two persons, they said kudos to those parents for being being an advocate for their daughter. Another person says, you know how much big woman want turn yam head and wear matching pajamas and him gone pray pan lick a baby pan baby? Boy, all I can say he's a piece of crap. Like, he's just a piece of dirty old crap. Whatever age he is, he needs to get the full hand of the law. That's all I have to say. Let's continue. This person says, man really about go to prison for kids meal to rotted. Man really about make grandma kid miss him. TPC. I can't say the meaning of that. Another person says, shout out to the parents who did not play blind to this situation. This God worked in mysterious ways and they saved their daughter. This person says she too out her father and the teacher too slack and nasty and more while them have gal pitney too, you know. But them young people nowadays, you can't talk to them. Beer big man argument them a go give you. Another person said this is why children should be monitored and 14-year-old, they are children. They must be monitored with their phone. They cannot have full privileges. And that is so true. You have to monitor your kids because these kids nowadays are very social media savvy and you have to try and be social media savvy as well because if you're not social media savvy, these kids are going to pull a lot of wool over your eyes, but that's still not taken away from the fact that the teacher is very wrong and the law must deal with him likewise. Another commenter says, have persons given a thought from the girl's point of view? First, let me say, yes, he is wrong to get involved with a minor when women are there in abundance. Hope they are not less anyways. I am in a primary school and these are children and when they see a male adult, they best believe they are all over them like white on rice. Some of these girls throw themselves at these men without reservations. No, you see, when I really read comments like these kind of comments really do get underneath my skin because what I don't understand. I'm confused because according to this person, children or young girls are always throwing themselves at these teachers in these institutions, and she's saying we best believe that happens. Even if that is the case, and I said repeat again, even if that is the case that these children, according to what we were saying, we're talking about kids, if these pupils who are under the age of 18, if they try to behave in an inappropriate way, the adult in the situation should pull them up on such behavior. Let me repeat that. The adults should pull up these kids when they see that they're behaving against the norm. What is considered to be normal. You need to get to the bottom of these things, speak to these kids, explain to these kids why these things are inappropriate, speak to the parents if you have to speak to the parents, do whatever it is that you need to do, but the one thing you have to refrain from doing is to engage in activities with these kids. Yeah. Another person goes to says, I think this person is responding to a previous text a previous comment that they have mentioned. And the person is saying, all I'm saying, monitor your girls. And again, he is wrong for being with a minor. No buts about that. These children are too exposed because some parents have no time to parent. Look at their outfit, how they dress. Some having sex before they get to high school. Well, I can agree with that lady. Parents need to monitor, as I was saying previously, parents need to monitor their children behavior online stop. Let their kids be kids. Let their kids be kids. On the other hand, men should know how to control themselves and not let their testosterone controls how they behave morally. And especially in this situation, it's you're in a power of authority. You should know better. You're expected to know better, and you're caught up in this embarrassing situation that you cause on yourself, and you should be punished. You should be punished for it. Let's hear what someone else is saying. This person says, shake my effing head. Woman, you even have a brain? Parents can monitor kids at school. That's why teachers are there. And it's the same teachers taking disadvantage of these kids. Yes, there needs to be more vigilance from parents, but kids spend most of their days away from home and in the care of teachers, and she has a point as well. An ex-commenter is saying, kiss my effing teeth. Yes, they spend time at school. Why some girls get caught and you find other girls don't? When I was in high school, a friend I knew liked a male teacher, and she insisted that she was going to get his attention and get him to like and sleep with her. Yes, he was an adult enough not to fall for it. Two sides to start. And again, I did not agree with him getting involved with a minor. But hey, right, but hey. I don't know. Let's read another comment. Another person goes on to say, these girls are children. Adult males or females must know better. No matter how force-ripe she is, she cannot give consent. And rightfully so. Someone replied and said, I have seen it, and you are indeed right. But as the adult, he should have known better. Another person goes on to say, them really need to purge the school of these predators. I am sure no foul in the comment section no say it doesn't start and end here. As a youth growing up, I had to listen to conversation young girls were having to be aware of the predatory behavior of some teachers across our society. This also isn't isolated to gender either, but young girls see and know it way more. Parents should not have to worry about their children being victims, especially at school. And that's true. When we send our kids to school, we are sending them to a place where we are assumed they're going to be safe, they're going to be protected, and no harm is going to come of them. But look at this situation. We need to do better as society, and we need to rid these things from our society. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned for my next video. See you in the next video clip. Peace.